Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the electrifying world of eFed Broadcast Channel. Before we dive into the heart-pounding action, let's set the stage with a brief disclaimer. The following content is an eFed Broadcast Channel event created within the WWE 2K universe. All characters, storylines, and events are fictional and exist solely for entertainment purposes. Any resemblance to real-life individuals, living or deceased, is purely coincidental. Viewer discretion is advised. This show may contain intense simulated combat, dramatic rivalries, and over-the-top personas. It's all in good fun, but please remember that these are digital avatars, so grab your imaginary popcorn, suspend your disbelief, and let's get ready to rumble. Now, let the virtual battles commence.
I like your take on boobies. And I like boobies.
Gun, higher.
I am the high.
Don't
Test
higher.
gun. I am the higher gun.
Don't
Test me.
I am the
I am the higher gun who bout to set it off. Watch me leap from the top with the coup de grace. It's scary hours for you and all of y'all. How you want a submission to pinfall? I am the higher gun who bout to set it off. Watch me leap from the top with the coup de grace. It's scary hours for you and all.
And welcome to the Turnbuckle Talk Podcast with your host, the Hired Gun. First, like, subscribe, share. How y'all doing, y'all? So, long weekend. You know, SmackDown was Friday. That was the 6th. Alright, so it was a go-home show. New tag team champions for SmackDown. Just like we had new tag team champions for Raw last week. So, good for Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. Word reserved. Now, it just means we know who getting them belts next. That's all. We know that those belts are eventually going to the Tonga brothers. Ain't no ifs about that. That is happening. Like, the Tonga brothers will be tag team champions eventually. Alright? We just had to get them belts off of Waller and Austin Theory, because what's gonna happen, eventually they're gonna turn Austin Theory face. Alright? And is he ready for that? Who knows? So that happened on SmackDown. Alright? Money in the Bank. This show. Great show. Probably the best Money in the Bank I've seen to date. I love the show from top to bottom. And it just further shows you that Triple H style of not having more than 5 to 6 matches on the card works. But you took a shot at AEW. For that. Alright? But it just works. Like, that style works better. You know? I still went to bed at like 11:30. Now, you know, because shorter card, longer matches. That's the formula for WWE going for it. Starting at 7. Even though the pre-show for the pre-show it started at 5. But the new norm is going to be 6 matches starting at 7 o'clock. So even Heatwave on Sunday started at 7 o'clock. It didn't have. I mean, the pre-show started at 6, but the NXT show started at 7, which Heatwave was pretty good. It wasn't better than Money in the Bank. It wasn't. A better surprise, I would say, congrats to Ethan Page for winning the NXT heavyweight champion title. Now, how long does he keep it? Who knows? Alright, because I can see Trick Williams getting the back. But was it time? See, for Trick Williams, then I go back to Money in the Bank in a minute. For me, Trick Williams, I don't even want to say that all he has is promos, because it's not even his promo work that's good. He's a real good hype man. He just has the look that you're looking for when it comes to WWE. Because we can say that Vince and Triple H are different, but they do have a certain look they go for. That bodybuilder look is still a thing that Triple H goes for. Just like Triple H, just like Vince went for it. It's still a thing. It's just Triple H is not afraid to put belts and push people who don't look like that. Like, that's the only difference. Alright? But Trent, even though it's gotten better, his ring work is okay at best. It's okay at best. It's not great. It's not good. It's okay. It's mid. His promo work, so it's okay. It's not great. Like he's still a hype man. It's what Carmelo Hayes is missing right now. Carmelo Hayes is missing, like, they miss each other right now in certain spots. Which I'm gonna get into somebody about that too. But Carmelo Hayes is missing his hype man to get him over more. Alright? And Trick Williams is missing Carmelo Hayes to cover him in spots that he's weak in. They should have never broke them up. I understand Carmelo. I understand that Trick Williams wanted to be the guy, but it's too soon. Maybe it was too soon. And maybe them taking the butt off him and putting it on Ethan Page, it's probably because of that. Now, like I said, I can see Trick Williams winning the back because he never got pinned. You know, he never got pinned. So, and in that four-way, the only person I could see beating or winning besides Trick Williams was Ethan Page. I just thought it would be too soon. But apparently not. The Jordan, I forgot her name. Jordan something. She's the women's North American title champion. That match was so far was great. Probably one of the best matches from top to bottom from the weekend. Not just NXT, like in general. It was a good match. Real good match. Like, that was a 4.5 match right there. Both women showed their ass. Alright, going back to, let me say something. Let me jump off ship and say who I want to talk about, because I don't want to forget about it. So, like I mentioned Trick Williams, and I mentioned Carmelo Hayes, mentioned each other. So, Sasha Banks Monet. Hey, let me call her by her other name, Monet. So, her not being in WWE hurts her right now. Because the E knew she couldn't promo really good. Okay? And it's showing over there in AEW. When they promo. You know? Like I know people want to say that shit don't matter, but that shit matters sometimes. And when she was with the E, her strong suit was never promoing. When she was Sasha Banks, they knew smaller promos from her will get her over better. And now she's having these long, drawn out promos, and she's getting cooked. Anybody that can promo a little is cooking her right now when it comes to on the mic still, and she's gonna get cooked even better, even worse when she they'll do a mic to mic promo with Britt Baker. Britt Baker is gonna cook her, and she looks wonderful. Wonderful. She's in great shape now. Hopefully, Adam Cole, do whatever she's doing. I hope he's doing the same thing. Yeah, if it's the DDP yoga shit, he needs to do that shit too. Alright, because she came back in phenomenal shape. Phenomenal shape. Right? But she's gonna cook Monet on the mic. Like anybody from AEW is just gonna cook her. Now, mind you, she is getting pushed like she's the world champion, the female world champion, and she's not. But her match for like 2 straight pay-per-views, her matches have went last before the main event. Both of them. When she won the belt, it went on second to last, and when she defended the belt, the CBS women's title, it went on last. They're pushing her like she's the main female, and not Tony Storm, right? Like. I understand Tony Khan spent a lot of money on Monet, right? I understand it completely. I get it. And to some people, Monet is a bigger star than Tony Storm. But she's not. Like, whenever they fight, and like, Tony Storm's gonna cook her too on the mic. Gimmick or not. That shit's gonna happen. Like, she's very weak when it comes to her promos. And I love Sasha. I love Monet. I love her. Love her. Boston. Okay? Boston. Speaking of Boston. Well, Boston. John Cena. To some people, the GOAT, not me. To some people, the best in the world, not me. Said he's retiring. Now, before we say he's retiring, he's gonna. So, the Elimination Chamber coming up, that's his last. His Money in the Bank coming up, that's his last. What else did he mention? SummerSlam coming up, this is his last. Alright? The Mania in LA, it's his last. Alright, at Vegas, it's his last, he said. Alright, then he's going on a farewell tour. Alright? And that's cool. Like, I'm not gonna knock him. Alright, this is a good thing for him. You know? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell y'all I'm the biggest John Cena mark, because I'm not. Yeah, y'all might even call me a hater when it comes to him. Alright? But this is good for him. Now, I said him. I didn't, and it's just for y'all. I don't care. Like, I don't. All this means, that man won't be on my TV for wrestling. I like him better as like him and The Rock are in the same fucking category. I like them better when they're on the TV and they're on movies. All right, I don't. I've never been a John Cena fan. I ain't never been a Rock fan. Heel or face. Heel or face. But again, this is good for him. Okay, money, ratings. I got asked by Rio and Eddie today about is this a good thing for Netflix? Like, he's already making Netflix money, so this is a win-win for him. He's done movies for Netflix, so he's getting money from Netflix anyway. You know, so them moving and him being there, it's a win-win. It's a win. It is a definitely win-win situation for him when it comes to that. You know, I'm not gonna knock this situation. Like, so, okay, so, matches that need to happen this year. I mean, not this year, but his farewell tour. John Cena versus Punk. John Cena versus Orton. John Cena versus I want to say Edge, but Edge won't be there. All right, but Edge would have been another one. I don't care who dislike Edge, fuck him. But Edge, but you can't say Edge won't be there. So John Cena versus Orton, John Cena versus CM Punk, John Cena versus Austin Theory in a rematch. Then you got to put Solo there. John Cena versus Cody. That has to happen too. All right. John Cena versus Gunther. That's it so far. Like you can have a lot of matches with John Cena to win or to push somebody over. But see, some of these matches he's not gonna just put people over this time, because truth be told, he's been putting people over for the last 4 years. He put, regardless of where it went, he still put, he after he cut them on the mic, he still put Austin Theory over. He put Solo over. Alright? He put even though Roman didn't need it, he put Roman over too. Hell, he even put Brock Lesnar over a couple times. Alright, so like he's been putting people over already. Time out for that, man. Like, he gotta win some matches, cause he hasn't won a single one-on-one match in years. So he gotta win some of those matches. Now, he's tied for winning the world title. I mean the WWE title at 16. Because the E is only acknowledged in 16 for Ric Flair. So he's tied at 16. Orton got 14. So does Cena win the title and then drop it? So he wins it, and then we have a tournament afterwards. So he gets 17. Because if he gets 17, that means Orton is not touching that. No one's gonna touch that then. Like, no one. Like no one's getting to 17. At least who watches wrestling now. No one's getting to 17. Or we can get to 16. I can see that. I can't see him get to 17 because then you made Cena record hold for what? A year? 6 months? Before you decide to tie it? No one's beating that record. Because because the closest person to it is Orton, and he at 14. So he would need 15, 16, 17, and 18. That shit ain't happening. Like, that shit ain't happening. Now, if we want to say no male would do it, okay, cool. Alright? But then Charlotte Flair would beat it then. If they count certain things like her NXT Women's title run, okay, she can beat it then. And I can see that happening because they can. The two people that win titles and drop titles like that is her and Orton. Orton's still waiting for like a long title run, you know. So, like, maybe it can happen with either one of them because I just thought about that. Like, he can win it, drop it, win it, drop it. Because one of his title runs was like a month or 3 weeks. Orton. When he beat Drew, okay, and Drew got it back to set the following month. Like, shit like that can make it happen too. So, you know, there's that. There wasn't really any surprises when it comes to Money in the Bank. I mean, so some people got mad. My homeboy Justin, he got mad about Bron Breakker losing to Sami, and why? It's his first loss on the main roster, and it's to Sami, the IC champion. Now, the only thing I was surprised about is how Sami won. I didn't expect Sami to use his finisher to beat Bron. I thought Sami was gonna get a roll-up pin, something. So that was the only surprise I had with the pay-per-view. With the Bron Breakker and Sami match. That how Sami won. That he won because I thought he was gonna win anyway. Because it's too soon. It's too soon to give Bron Breakker the world. Alright? And this feud's not over with. Like, it's just not. It's not over with. Like, you can tell. Now, hopefully, Bron Breakker's okay. Because he was grabbing his knee a lot in that match. Which was a good match. To me, it was a good match. But, like, hopefully he's okay. I haven't heard anything about him being hurt. I just know he was twitching at his knee. When he get the Frankensteiner, he landed on his knees, and everything after that, he was twitching at his knee. So hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he's okay. I mean, he finished the match, so he should be okay. You know, so hopefully he's okay. Yeah, hopefully he's okay. You know, because that's a start. Lost or not, it's a start. But in the ladder match, now some people was mad about the ladder match. Well, not mad, mad who won. Listen, once Drew got in that match, okay, he was winning. Once Drew got in that match, he was winning. All right, and you know, I'm not mad about the Phil cashing. Like, I'm not. Like some people were mad. There's a meme going around that people are mad about the Phil cash attempt because it furthers the story or something. And the same, it has LA Knight, like in the meme, because people want to LA Knight to win. I got news for you. He wasn't, even if Drew wasn't finna win, alright? I mean, he wasn't, LA Knight still wasn't finna win. Either he was doing the J, with some people, Eddie, wasn't happy. And I didn't want Jay to win because some people don't like Jay. All right, and some people don't want Jay to win a single title, which is crazy to me. But I'm not saying he said that part. The part, but he didn't want him winning the bank. But so either it was Jay, hell, it could have been Chad Gable before LA Knight. So should be told, LA Knight don't need it. Alright, and my only surprise about that ladder match is Logan Paul didn't cost LA Knight the belt. I mean, cost him. So I thought the reason CM Punk wasn't going to interfere in it is because of Logan Paul, but neither one of them interfered in that match. Like, neither one of them. So, but it was a good ladder match. It was a very good ladder match. Let me say this about somebody else now. Andrade. He needs a mouthpiece. I've said this before. He needs a mouthpiece so bad. So bad. Because he, even though he can speak English to an extent, right? But when they give him a live mic to talk about a conversation, he still can't do it. Like you don't know what he's talking about sometimes. Right now, they showed the photo of his back. His back's all fucked up, or warps and stuff from the ladder match. I never say he's not a good wrestler. He's a great wrestler in the ring. He's a great wrestler. So that's not the problem. He just needs somebody to talk for him. I don't know, like you can bring Charlotte back and let her do it. Now, maybe he don't want the rub from Charlotte because of who her daddy is and who she is. Maybe he don't want it, but he needs a mouthpiece. Like, Roosh is gonna get a mouthpiece for Don Callis, okay? Like, he needs a mouthpiece. Like, Dragon Lee got a mouthpiece now because of Ray. Alright, let Andrade get Vega, if anything. Alright, like give that man a mouthpiece. Alright, so he can get over more. Alright, the fans don't know who he is still. And that ain't Triple's fault. Or Andrade's fault. It's just fans are fans. You know? But he was in that ladder match too. He did pretty good in the ladder match. Carmelo Hayes did too. Boy, he took a nasty bump. Pause. In that ladder match. But good ladder match. The women's ladder match was good too. Now, Tiffany Stratton winning, I wasn't surprised. And you still got some people who mad about what she did with the video on Instagram. Now, somebody asked her recently, like that weekend, about the incident, and she said that she didn't hear. Well, she posted the video. She didn't hear it. What it said, and then she said as soon as she heard what it said, she took it off. She was better off just not saying anything at all. Even though on Instagram, yes, you have to click stuff for you to hear it, so I get it. But no. Now, am I mad that she won Money in the Bank? No, I'm not mad she won Money in the Bank. Like, I'm not. She's been suffering, floating around, not getting pushed for a minute now. And she's still gonna take some L's before she get cashed in on. Before she cashed in on whoever. Now, what might happen? Just might. When Nia Jax beats Bayley for the title, Tiffany cashes in. Or if Bayley beats Nia Jax, right? If she does, Tiffany Stratton cashes in then. So stuff like that. And the woman now eventually a woman's gonna lose. Eventually the woman is gonna have a failed cash attempt. Eventually. Don't know when, but eventually. Because right now it's at 100%. If you win the women's Money in the Bank briefcase, it's almost guaranteed. It's almost guaranteed that you're gonna be a champ. So we'll see. Chelsea Green did amazing out there. And she took a scary fall. When Tiffany Stratton pushed off, which besides Ethan Page winning, alright, like it don't matter if you from Canada or your hometown. Like look at Drew. Drew has lost twice in his hometown. So sometimes it don't matter if it's your hometown. Alright, so there's that. The Damian Priest Seth Rollins match. It was a good match. It was a real good match. You seen some stuff from Seth Rollins you haven't seen in a minute. He did some good stuff out there on that match. Now, there was a bunch of mistakes in that match when Seth Rollins hit the fucking arrow. Right? And Eddie said this when it happened. I had to see the replay. Damian Priest didn't kick out. Now, when this happens in fast play, he didn't kick out. He didn't. They was waiting for Damian Priest's music to hit, and it was a timing thing. So, and you can tell Damian Priest was mad. Like they played it off. The commentary played it off because and said it was Damian Priest was mad because CM Punk interfered in the match. But no, he was mad because of what happened. Because it's on him. Because it's on him. Like this makes the second match that he's had that something has happened, and it was him. Now both, he still finished strong afterwards. CM Punk came out. First Drew came out. Drew came out, and as soon as Drew came out, CM Punk came out. Alright, CM Punk came out, which they did better with hiding him this time than they did in Scotland. Because in Scotland, there was a picture that and not everybody's seen this picture, but there was a picture of CM Punk being spotted there. Now, I still found out that CM Punk was backstage in Canada, but there was no picture saying that he was there, that he was spotted. So they did this better than last month's, keeping him hidden. But he came out, and this. So I knew Damian wasn't losing, but this makes other stuff happen now. All right, because you're gonna get a three-way eventually of Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins. Like, yes, you're gonna get separate matches too. You're gonna get a CM Punk versus Seth, because that was supposed to be the match for last year's Mania, but Punk got hurt. So this stuff. Alright, so you're gonna get that eventually, and then you're gonna get CM Punk and Drew. Of course, because we were building to that. But this what happened with this match, the ending of this match makes both things happen now. Because CM Punk he didn't just cost Drew, he cost Seth too. Because even if Seth would have lost to that match and Drew became champion, Seth can still fight for the title. You know? But since Drew won, Drew lost to Damian Priest, the stipulation matters now. And that's why he blew up at the end. You know? So, but we're still gonna get what we want. Alright? Alright, now Punk said in the after show, which Drew showed up at the after show, but on a different spot. It was pissed off. He's suspended, man, because he put his hands on Adam Pearce. You know, so he's suspended. He got fined a couple of times and he's suspended. So we'll see how that work out. But Punk said that he said what he said last time. Well, the last couple of times, that there's people keeping him safe from himself because he feel like he can wrestle. And the more and more time we see CM Punk, the more and more physical he gets. Alright, so he's gonna get cleared for SummerSlam. He's gonna get, and we just gotta we gotta just pump the brakes and keep him safe because that body, you injured way too much now. But he's getting more physical and physical day by day, month by month. So we'll see what happens with that. But I'm gonna end the show with that. Make sure you gotta like, subscribe, share. Make sure you gotta watch New Breed. We just dropped a show episode today. We should have some more coming out pretty soon. Make sure y'all watch E-Fest in general. Make sure y'all watch wrestling. I love talking about it. You know, as you can see. But this is a high gun. God bless. Love y'all. I'm out.